गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरी गोवर्धन धाम की जय,
जय
धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय,
जय
गंगा मैया की जय, यमुना
जय
भक्ति देवी की जय, तुलसी
जय
हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय,
जय
समवेत की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदी.
जय बोल.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna,
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna,
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Shishi Guru and Shishi Gauranga, all Shubhu Raj ki jai.
Jai.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीर्य शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्णः पुण्य श्रवणकीर्तना हृदयन्तः स्वभद्राणि विदनोति सुरसतां नष्टप्रायश भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवसेव्या भगवती उत्तमा श्लोकी भक्तिर्भवति नष्टगी. Hare Krishna. So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 10 to 2nd chapter 8, text number 21. संप्लवा सर्वभूतानां विक्रमा प्रति संक्रमा इष्टापूर्तस्य काम्यानां त्रिवर्गस्य च यो विधि. संप्लवा सर्वभूतानां विक्रमा प्रति संक्रमा इष्टापूर्तस्य काम्यानां त्रिवर्गस्य च यो विधि. संप्लवा सर्वभूतानां विक्रमा प्रतिसंक्रमा इष्टापूर्तस्य काम्यानां त्रिवर्गस्य च यो विधि. प्लीज say.
संप्लवा सर्वभूतानां विक्रमः प्रतिसंक्रमः इष्टापूर्तस्य काम्यानां त्रैवर्गस्य च यो विधिः.
संप्लवा सर्वभूतानां विक्रमा प्रतिसंक्रमा इष्टा प्रतिश्य काम्यानां त्रिवर्गस्य च यो विधि. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna.
संप्लवः सर्वभूतानां विक्रमः प्रतिसंक्रमः इष्टापूर्तस्य काम्यानां त्रिवर्गस्य च यो विधिः. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna.
स्वल्पभ्य सर्वभूतानां विक्रम प्रतिसंक्रम इष्टपूर्तस्य कामानां त्रिवर्गस्य च यो विधि. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. All right, we'll read the synonym translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Synonyms. Samplava, the perfect means or complete devastation. Sarvabhutana, of all living beings. Vikrama, specific power or situation. Parti Sankrama, ultimate destruction. Ishta, performance of Vedic rituals. Purtasya, pious acts in terms of religion. Kamyanam, rituals for economic development. Trivargasya, three means of religion, economic development, and sense gratification. Cha also. Yeah, whatsoever. Vidhi procedures. Translation. Please explain unto me how the living beings are generated, how they are maintained, and how they are annihilated. Tell me also of the advantages and disadvantages of discharging devotional service unto the Lord. What are the Vedic rituals and injunctions of the supplementary Vedic rites? And what are the procedures of religion, economic development, and Sanskritification? Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Samplava, in the sense of perfect means, is employed to denote the discharging of devotional service. And Pratisamplava means just the opposite, or that which destroys the progress of devotional service. One who is firmly situated in devotional service of the Lord can easily execute the function of the conditioned life. Living conditioned life, living the conditioned life is just like playing a boat in the middle of the ocean. One is completely at the mercy of the ocean, and at every moment there is every chance of being drowned in the ocean by slight agitation. If the atmosphere is all right, the boat can ply very easily, undoubtedly. But if there is some storm, fog, wind, or cloud, there is every possibility of being drowned in the ocean. No one can control the whims of the ocean. However, one may be materially well equipped. One who has crossed the oceans by ship may have sufficient experience of such dependence upon the mercy of the ocean. But one can fly over the ocean of material existence by the grace of the Lord very easily, without any fear of a storm or fog. It is all depend upon the will of the Lord. No one can help if there is some unfortunate danger in the state of conditional life. The devotees of the Lord, however, cross the ocean of material existence without anxiety, because a pure devotee is always protected by the Lord. Bhagavad Gita 9:13. The Lord gives special attention to his devotees in their activities within material conditional life. 9:29 Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, everyone should take shelter of the lotus of the Lord and be a pure devotee of Lord by all means. One should know, therefore, from the expert spiritual master the advantages and disadvantages of discharging devotional service, just as Maharaj Parikshit asked his spiritual master, Srila Shukdev Goswami. According to Bhakti Samar Sindhu, the science of devotional service, one should not eat more than what he requires to maintain body and soul together. Vegetable diets and milk are sufficient for maintenance of human body, and therefore one has no need to eat anything more to satisfy the palate. One should also not accumulate money to become puffed up in the material world. One should earn his livelihood easily and honestly, for it is better to become a coolie for an honest livelihood than to become a great man in society by hook and crook. There is no harm if one becomes the richest man in the world by honest dealings, but one should not sacrifice the honest means of livelihood simply to accumulate wealth. Such an endeavor is harmful to devotional service. One should not talk nonsense. A devotee's business is to earn the favor of the Lord. Therefore, a devotee should always glorify the Lord in his wonderful creations. A devotee should not decry the creation of the Lord, defying him by saying that he has created a false world. The world is not false. Factually, we have to take so many things from the world for our maintenance. So how we can say that the world is false? Similarly, how can one think of Lord as being without form? How can one become formless and at the same time have all intelligence and consciousness, direct and indirect? So there are many things for a pure devotee to learn, and he should learn them perfectly from a bona fide personality like Sukadeva Goswami. The favorable condition for discharging devotional service are that one should be very enthusiastic in serving the Lord. The Lord, in his form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, wanted the cult of devotional service to the Lord to be preached all over the world, in every nook and corner. And therefore, a pure devotee's duty is to discharge this order as far as possible. Every devotee should be very enthusiastic, not only in performing his daily rituals of devotional service, but in trying to preach the cult peacefully by following the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya. If he is not superficially successful in such an attempt, he should not be deterred from the discharge of his duty. Success or failure has no meaning for a pure devotee because he is a soldier in the field. Preaching the cult of devotional service is something like declaring war against materialistic life. There are different kinds of materialists, such as fruitivity worker, mental speculator, and mystic jugglers, and so many others. All of them are against the existence of Godhead. They would declare that they are themselves God, although in every step, in every action, they are dependent on the mercy of the Lord. Therefore, a pure devotee may not associate with such gangs of atheists. A strong devotee of Lord will not be misled by such atheistic propaganda of the non-devotees. But a neophyte devotee should be very cautious about them. A devotee should see the right discharge of devotional service under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master and should not stick only to the formalities. Under the direction of bona fide spiritual master, one should see how much service is being executed and not simply in the matter of rituals. A devotee should not hanker after anything, but he should be satisfied with things that may automatically come to him by the will of the Lord. That should be the principle of a devotional life, and all these principles are easily learned under the guidance of a spiritual master like Shukdev Goswami. Maharaj Parikshit inquired from Sukdev correctly, and one should follow his example. Maharaj Parikshit inquired about the process of creation, maintenance, and destruction of the material world, the process of Vedic rituals, and the method of executing pious activities in terms of supplementary Vedas like the Puranas and Mahabharata. As explained before, the Mahabharata is the history of ancient India, and so also are the Puranas. Pious acts are prescribed in supplementary Vedas, Smritis, which specifically mention digging tanks and wells for the water supply of the people in general. To plant trees on the public roads, to construct public temples and the places of worship of the god, to establish places of charity where poor destitutes can be provided with foodstuff, and similar activities are called purta. Similarly, the process of fulfilling the natural desires of sense gratification was also inquired by the king for the benefit of all concerned. Om Ajnanatimiradasya Jnananjana Chakshur Umitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaham Dadati Swapadam. Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadikamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sadhyam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Dev Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagan Lita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namni Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurmani Prachane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namini Gorattu Shirma Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavatanam Bhaktakam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhuve Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांतम से तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते प्रणमामि हरि प्रिय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण. So one more time I'll read the verse. Samplava sarvbhutanam vikrama patisankrama ishtapurtasya kamyanam trivargasya chayo vidhi. Please explain unto me how the living beings are generated, how they are maintained, and how they are annihilated. Tell me also of the advantage and disadvantages of discharging devotional service unto the Lord. What are the Vedic rituals and injunctions of supplementary Vedic rites? And what are the procedures of religion, economic development, and sense gratification? So, this chapter is specifically like dedicated to all these different questions posed by Parishit Maharaj to Sukadeva Goswami. So, we see in the beginning when Parishit Maharaj left his kingdom and came to the bank of Ganges, and he started this fasting till death, what is called Amran Anshan. Like he's going to give up his body without eating or drinking even a sip of water. So at that time, all the great sages and the rishis and munis, they all gathered there, and Parikshit Maharaj asked initial two questions. What is the duty of a person who is about to die? And what is the duty of a person in all circumstances? And then he also asked the question that what a person should do, like what a person should worship, what a person should chant, what a person should remember, and what a person should not remember, not not worship, not talk, and not hear. So those questions were answered by Shukadeva Goswami in the second canto, chapter number first, in the few verses in the beginning. So then this discussion was going on, and then ultimately now Parikshit Maharaj is asking additional questions or more questions. Now he want to know in detail, because in the beginning Parikshit Maharaj was very much worried. He was thinking that I have only 7 days and 7 nights. What's going to happen to me? So at that time, Sukadeva Goswami assured Parikshit Maharaj that simply by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, you will achieve perfection of your life. Because that's a time of crisis. This Parikshit Maharaj only have 7 days left. So he was not sure what should we do. And even the sages they were discussing that what a person should do at that time. So Sukadeva Goswami very clearly mentioned that chanting, hearing, glorifying, and worshipping the Lord is the ultimate duty of all living entity. Tasmat bhara sarvatma bhagavan ishwaro hari श्रोतव्य कीर्तितव्य स्मृतस्य stamabhyam. So Sukadeva Goswami very clearly mentioned that we should worship, we should glorify, we should remember, and we should chant the name of, we should hear about the name of Lord Krishna. Similar answer was given by Suta Goswami in first canto also. The first canto, when all the sages ask what is the ultimate duty, or what is the ultimate activity a person should do in this material world, and the duty was mentioned as savai punsam paro dharmo yato bhakti dokshri ahitu ki aprita atma suprasid. So the main question was answered there, and Sukadeva Goswami assured Parishit Maharaj that simply by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, you will be able to achieve the perfection of your life. So with that said, Parishit Maharaj was become very much confident, and he, after these few more chapters, now he's asking more detailed questions, and on these questions, the further the whole Srimad Bhagavatam will continue. So here the first question is asking, we are discussing this like in the previous question. He asked many questions, but in this verse he's asking this question is how the living entities are generated. Generated means like how creation happens. So because everybody have a question about this world, that how this world came into existence. There is a very, very famous theory of that. People say that in science that there was a big bang that happened long millions of millions years ago, and because of that big bang, this beautiful creation comes out, and all these things are happening very nicely, and it's all happening by chance. So these kind of proposals given by the philosophers and scientists is already there in the society. So Parishit Maharaj want to get a clear answer from Sukdev Goswami that how this happen actually. I want to know how the creation really happened. Is it by chance? Is by Big Bang, or what exactly happened? So Parishit Maharaj question is basically to clear the doubt in the mind of the devotees. Definitely, like devotees have full confidence and that it is all done by the Lord, because devotees have full confidence on the Lord. But how Lord does that? How Lord does that? Because creation, maintenance, and destruction of this material world and the living entities is also one of the Leela of the Lord, one of the pastimes of the Lord. And it is also purifying. It's not that many people think, might think that, well, if we hear directly the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, that is the real pastime of the Lord, Krishna. But this first canto, second canto, third canto, it is not that important, because here we are talking about creation, maintenance, destruction, which is not really the not really the confidential pastime of the Lord. But actually, Srimad Bhagavatam, from the beginning, Janmadhyasya Yata, from there till the Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarpa Pranasham Pranamo Duksham Nastam Namami Harim Param. The last verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. The first verse and last verse, everything what is written in the Srimad Bhagavatam, every word, every shloka, every verse is very important, and also they are already directly representing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. It is said that कृष्णे सुधामोपगते धर्म ज्ञानादिभिः कलौ नष्टा दशमेशा पुराणार्को धुनोदिता. When Krishna left this material world along with religion and knowledge, at that time the Srimad Bhagavatam appeared in this material world, and Krishna told everyone that if you want to find me in this age of Kali Yuga, you can find me in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srila Prabhupada wrote that in every page of Srimad Bhagavatam we'll see Krishna. So these questions asked by Parishit Maharaj might be like very important from that perspective, that he want to assure everyone that everything is done by Krishna. Because many people think that this creation, maintenance, destruction is just done by Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, or Lord Shiva. That was common perception. Like if you see in the society, they say that, well, creation was done by Lord Brahma, maintenance is done by Lord Vishnu, destruction is done by Lord Shiva. So these are three primary deities. But Parikshit Maharaj want to make sure that it is Krishna who is actually doing behind this. These three personalities, they are none other than Krishna's Guna avatars, or incarnation in the mode of in the mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. It's called Guna avatars. So here he's asking this question to clarify that doubt, that how this world get created, or this living entity get created. When we say world, means the living entity, because this world is run by the living entities, and how they are maintained and how they are annihilated. So this is very important here. Then he's asking the question, what is the advantage and disadvantage of discharging devotional service unto the Lord? Means the people who are performing devotional service, what are the advantage, what they are getting? And people who are not performing devotional service, what they're losing. Because people who are not, like, if we see in this material world, there are around, on this earth planet, if we count, because we don't have much information beyond this earth, but on this earth planet there are around 8.5 billion people, like living. I'm talking about the human beings, I'm not talking about other living entities, but from the human being perspective, there are 8.5 billion people. And how many people really like perform devotional service? Not too much, very less, maybe less than 1%. So the people who are performing devotional service, what advantage they have, how fortunate they are, how rare they are. Hmm? Because in one of the like songs, it is said that Bhajau Reman Shri Nandan Abhaya Charan Arvindare Durlabh Manav Janam Satsange Taraho Re Bhav Sindhure. Srila Govindas ji mentioned in that bhajan, that in this prayer, Durlabh Manav Janam Satsange. This human form of life is rare. Out of 8.4 million species of life, the human life is very rare. On some people might say that, well, there are 8.5 billion humans on this earth. How is rare? You see, like if you go somewhere in like countries like India or China, or like even you go to New York, right? And you say that human life is rare, people will basically say, what kind of joke you are cracking? See, so many people are there. So many people are there. Like, there's so much. But actually, Govindas ji is saying that Durlabh Manav Janam Satsangi. Human life is, yes, definitely not that rare. On this earth planet, you will see so many people. But getting a human life and getting satsang, getting devotion, pure devotion service, that is rare. That is rare. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhaunam Janmanamante Jnanman Man Prapadate Vasudeva Sarvati Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. Yes, Krishna is also saying that getting human life is might be people might achieve as process of cycle, because if you see evolution cycle, living entity will eventually get human form of life some point of time. But being in human life, if you are not able to perform devotional service, you are losing a big, very rare opportunity. You are losing that opportunity. So in a human form of life, it is rare because you can perform devotional service very easily in this human form of life. Even though bhakti can be performed in any species of life, it's not a big deal. Like even we see examples, like bhakti was performed by even in animal. Many animals perform bhakti. But that is not common there. In human form of life, everyone can perform bhakti, and everyone can take advantage of this process of devotional service and then make their life perfect. And that's why it's rare. Whether somebody in American or European or South American, Chinese, African, Indian, doesn't matter. But bhakti is universal. Everyone can perform bhakti, and by performing that bhakti, they can actually get the goal of their human form of life. So that's why here Parikshit Maharaj want to know what is the advantage of people who are performing bhakti, what they are getting, and what they are losing, what the people are losing when they are not performing devotional service. That's another question he's asking. Then he's asking also, what are the Vedic rituals and injunctions of supplementary Vedic rites? Means he want to know, like, why people are performing, like in the Vedas there are descriptions of Vedic rituals, like different sacrifices, different types of austerities, different type of penances. They are mentioned there in the Vedas. So, and we see many people who are karma kandis, they are interested in those activities. They want to elevate their life and they want to go to the heavenly planet to enjoy longer life uh, and to enjoy sense gratification. So, what exactly are they? Are they basically need to perform by human being? Are they basically the goal of our life? And along with that, because people are more interested in this three varga means religion, economic development, and sense gratification. So we see like generally in the material world here, all the human being they are performing different various activities. 24 hours a day, like everybody is trying to achieve something, but people are working like so their activities are day and night they are working to achieve things which falls into these four categories, and these are called dharma, artha, kama, moksha: religion, economic development, sense gratification, and very rarely liberation. Some people, very few people are interested in liberation, but Parishit Maharaj knows that in the age of Kali Yuga there will be very less people who are interested in liberation, so he's not even asking them. He's saying that, tell me, what are the processes of religion, economic development, and sense gratification? Dharma, artha, kama. Because these people will be interested only on these. And Srimad Bhagavatam have answer for this also. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, chapter number 2, it is discussed that why a person should perform dharma. When we are talking dharma or religion, here actually religion is not the not convey that meaning, but actually dharma Prabhupada translate into like prescribed duties. Religion is basically nowadays religion used in a different sense. Is religion is like a kind of faith belong to certain sect, like we are like different people, but it actually dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. And Srimad Bhagavata very clearly explained that why a person should perform dharma. Generally, people perform dharma to get some pious activities, and with their pious activity, they want economic development, and then with that pious activity, they want money, wealth, name, fame, and then they want to enjoy their senses after that, and then ultimately they are done. If you see in today's world, what is the life of a person, a human being? Just say, I'll give just very brief detail. As soon as a child take birth in this material world, parents are busy thinking that how to give this child a material education so that he can get a job, how to make that person, how to make our child educated so that that child can, when he grows, so he can become a employee or he can earn the money to survive in the material world. Even though that at that time child might not be interested in that, but still parents force that child to do get education so that they know that in the future they have this they have to work and get the money and to survive the material world. So right from the beginning they are concerned about survival and food, that how to survive in the material world, or how to, or maybe some people might be thinking about how to live opulently in the material world, so that if my child will earn more and more money, then they will basically enjoy more and more. So in this age of Kali Yuga, money is become the primary goal of human life. That's the only thing. Everything stops there. Money become like one stop shop. Like, you get money, you can get everything in the world. Looks like that's why that is being actually promoted in the material world. But even though money is there, but still People are not satisfied. So here, Parishit Maharaj want to understand or want to ask this question for the benefit of all of us, that why people are interested in this religion, economic development, and science gratification, and how they are getting fooled by these three processes. Srimad Bhagavatam already described that these are called Kaitav Dharma. Dharma Prahojita Kaitav. The second verse of Srimad Bhagavatam clearly mentioned that in this Srimad Bhagavatam, this Kaitav Dharma, this cheating principle is already rejected by Vedvyas Muni. He is not entertaining any of those things in this Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam only prescribed pure devotional service. Even though some devotees might, we will see some devotees are mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam where they might be interested in this, but ultimately they end up in pure devotional service. And they rejected this dharma, artha, kama, religion, economic development, sense gratification. So this is very beautiful description here. So here in the first section of the purport, Srila Prabhupada actually mentioned the condition of this material world. This material world he's comparing like an ocean. Bhavasagar means it is like a vast ocean and we do not know where it starts and where it ends. And we are basically like floating in this ocean, but we don't know where to go. And we have a ply and we are basically just flowing here and there. And when the storm will come, when the fog will come, when the wind will come, when the thunderstorm will come, we don't know. But they keep coming, but we are still in the ocean. Suppose if you live in the ocean for whole life, think about these problems, like it's keep coming, keep coming, and you are, and when there is no storm, when the ocean is silent, we feel so happy. Oh, today is good, no problem. Material world is like this. When there's no problem, we feel happy. Oh, no problem. That's why we ask people, how you are doing? And we say, oh, we are good. Okay. What does that mean? Okay means no problem. And if you start talking a little more, keep talking, within 5-10 minutes, you will see all the problems that person is going through. But we are being taught that we should say we are all okay. So initially we say we are okay, but you give some time and then he will start giving all the list of problems that he's going through. Family problem, money problem, financial problem, career problem, society problem, religion problem. Every place there is a problem, but we still are basically being taught that say we are all good. Because as long as there is no major problem, we are okay. Means minor problem, we don't worry. But means minor problem, we know, we accept it. The world's nature is like this. What we can do about that? Because we accepted this, because we don't know that there's a place where there is no problem. There's a place where you can go where literally there is no problem. But here, if there's no major problem, we think that there's no problem until some major thing comes to us, right? So Prabhupada is giving very nice example here. This ocean, that a person is basically wandering in this ocean, and there's every chance of being drowned by slight agitation. But still, we are working so hard in this material world. So try to become like expert in this ocean. So you can read that. Like I'll go to the next section here. Then Prabhupada explains about here in the second part about how to perform devotional service. Like what one should eat, and how to maintain the body, how to maintain your livelihood. So these things are mentioned by Prabhupada here. So this is about the pure devotional service, and then is explaining that preaching aspect. in this next paragraph, Srila Prabhupada explained that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu want every devotee to preach this message of Krishna consciousness in every nook and corner of the world. And that way we can actually perform the devotional service. And in the final here, Srila Prabhupada mentioned that Parikshit Maharaj inquired about the process of creation, maintenance, destruction of this material world. So, which are also mentioned in various other scriptures like Mahabharata, Puranas, and all. So, he just want that information to be at one place for all of us. So, this Srimad Bhagavatam is like is the book of everything. It actually have 10 subject matters, and by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, we can get full understanding of creation, maintenance, and destruction. It's already here, right? So these are the things that I just didn't discuss this purport because we didn't have much time, but you can go through that. So is there any question or comment anyone have like regarding what we discussed up till now? Or anyone would like to share any reflections? Like, because we are all in the material world. So what is your perception about that? What Srila Prabhupada explained, this material world like a bhavasagar is like ocean where things can happen at any moment of time. So I don't know whether you agree with that or not, or like maybe you can share your experience about that.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Yes, like you said, Bhavasagaram is the one. But still, we want to swim in that. The Bhavasagaram, we want to go, like getting married, having into the family things and feeding the children. All those things we do go. Why? Because we know that like Bhavasagaram is very difficult thing to go into that. But still we go into that. What is that? Why? Can you explain?
Why we are going through this
We're
bhavasagar?
still going through that. We know that. That is
Yes.
hard. But
Because
still we're going to from childhood, we go to Upanayana, we go to marriage, and we go into the children. We want the children if we don't have children. All those things, and then we want to feed, we want to go and work for them hard and feed them like that, like you're saying that your children wants to make your children to big education and this that, but still we are going. So
yes, because we don't know that the real goal of life is going back home, back to Godhead. Prabhupada says that if we know that our real goal of life is go back home, back to Godhead, then while doing all these activities, we should perform devotional service. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, Tasma Sarveshu Kaleshu Mamanusmar Yuddhecha. Perform your prescribed duties, but always remember me. If we know this formula, then even while doing our duty in this material world, because we have a body, we have to maintain the body, we have to maintain the family, we have to maintain our livelihood because we are here. So as long as we are in body, we need to do some work, and that is called prescribed duty. But Krishna is saying, perform your prescribed duty by remembering me. Krishna is not taking anything away from us, rather Krishna is adding value to our life. Krishna is saying, do this, and with that your life will become valuable, and ultimately you will come to me at the end of your life. So point is that yes, we can do all those things, but keeping Krishna in the center. If we keep Krishna in the center, then we will be able to get the goal of our life, because people are forgetting Krishna. The living entity is suffering the material world because we forget Krishna, and that's the cause of our suffering here. And that's why we are still searching for happiness in the material world, which we are not getting. So Krishna is in the scripture says that if you really want the real happiness, you should actually worship Krishna. Then you will get the real happiness. So we are going through all these difficult, hard work, because we are misled by this material energy, Maya. We are separate from Krishna. That's why we are basically searching for happiness in the material world, but we are not getting. So all these activity, what you mentioned, is we are doing to get happiness in the material world. But ultimately, we don't know that the real happiness is devotional service or serving Krishna, because Krishna is the reservoir of pleasure, and we are searching for happiness in this material world, which is temporary and full of problems. So we are wrongly directed by Maya. We have to come out from this Maya, and only way we can come out with Maya by remembering Krishna. Krishna Surya Saman Maya hai andhakar. Jahan Krishna ta Maya ne adhikar. There is Krishna, there is no Maya, and where there is no Krishna, there is Maya. And we are in Maya right now because we are away from Krishna. We are not remembering Krishna. The time we remember Krishna, the time our tongue vibrate Krishna's holy name, Krishna is there and there is no Maya. So I'll say, I'll stop there. Is that okay, Mati?
But another thing is, without money, this Kali Yuga, we cannot survive. What is that? And then, I heard a lot of people, we were born in India, and that is a spiritual, all the with Rama, Krishna, they were all born there. But still, we hang up for the money. And without money, there also, a lot of people were saying they went to India and came back. They said, oh God, without money, we cannot go to India. What is that? So money is the main thing?
No. Srila Prabhupada came to the United States with just 40 rupees, and he preached the whole world.
That's fine, Prabhu. Nowadays, if we say that, these young children, they're saying, oh, no, those are the olden days. And Rama days, they used to give gold coins. Now, where is a gold coin? One gold coin we cannot buy now.
It's a matter of faith, Mataji. Like if you trust Krishna, if you have faith on Krishna, Krishna will take care of you.
That's
like
true.
Srila Prabhupada came by remembering Krishna in his heart, and he just with 40 rupees in his hand, he came, and not even he just survived. He was here for next 12 years. Brother, he preached so strongly that whole over the world he created so many temples and farm communities. So it's a matter of faith. Monies will be arranged by Krishna, but people who don't have that much faith, for them Krishna is saying, okay, you can earn money, that's not a problem, but at least remember me, chant my Krishna's name. So if somebody doesn't have that much faith as a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada, so what they can do, at least they can actually continue doing their activities, but along with that they should remember Krishna. And once they become pure devotees, they will leave that work also.
That's true. But making them believe, oh God, that is too much. I argued a lot of people who went to India and they're saying this.
Yes. Yeah, it's not easy
Maya.
to have a faith on Krishna. If you become a pure devotee in one lifetime, Prabhupada said that's a great achievement.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu.
All right. So thank you very much, everyone. Is there any question or comment before we end? All right. So thank you all for joining today morning on Srimad Bhagavatam. So have a wonderful, nice Krishna conscious day. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रील की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय।